Hey, sports pals. Hey, we're back here at the MVP Sports Lounge, Tropicana in Jones. A beautiful place. You got to come down here and check this out. We're going to switch gears. We've been talking football because 'tis the season, but we're going to talk to a good friend of ours. His name is David, and he is a pro when it comes to soccer, all the way from Ireland. Dave, come on in. Let's hear it for Dave. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Good. Nice to
Good
meet
to meet you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I understand when it comes to soccer, which is a form of football, obviously.
Right.
Right. Well, let's talk about what you know about soccer.
Well, obviously football, that's what they call it back home in Britain. I've been a coach. I ref still. There was a lot going on there with who's going to get the World Cup in the next few years. It's coming to Brazil next in 3 years.
Nice.
And right now we have the Asian Cup in Qatar. And we're coming up on the final right now with Japan is going to play against Australia. So that should be a pretty good game.
Now, when we talk about the Super Bowl in this country,
Sure.
the World Cup is actually the Super Bowl of soccer, right?
Yeah, actually, they say that the World Cup is more widely viewed
Absolutely.
than the Super Bowl. So obviously here in the States, Canada, and around the world, the Super Bowl is big. But for a more global or worldwide sport, soccer is more widely viewed.
During this last World Cup, I felt compelled to actually sit down and watch several of the games. I mean,
Sure.
it just kind of pulls you in.
Well, especially with the U.S. team in there. They have been there the last several World Cups. You've got some great players, Landon Donovan. It makes it hard to watch some of the games when they're at 12 o'clock in the afternoon here. You're supposed to be working, but you're streaming online and watching Landon Donovan beating Algeria with, a minute to go.
Yeah.
But it's still exciting to watch.
Now, Dave, what do you think when it comes to what you call the traditional football, being
Yes.
soccer, and then football in this country? Do you find that the fans that are soccer fans in other parts of the world watch our football as well?
Absolutely. Obviously, for me, growing up in Northern Ireland, the first taste of American football, as we called it, was in 1983. We had the Miami Dolphins against the 49ers. Was a Super Bowl that the first Super Bowl that we watched. So if you go back home to Ireland, you'll see a lot of 49er fans and you'll see a lot of Dolphin fans. So.
I understand the sport of soccer has really taken off in this country, and
Yes.
probably the World Cup being televised worldwide has helped that. But you can drive by a city or county park here in Las Vegas any given Saturday, and you can see young kids out there kicking that soccer ball around.
Absolutely, and I still, like I said, I still referee, so I'm still involved in that, especially here in Las Vegas. So I still referee the little kids, and like you said, it's come along leaps and bounds. Women's soccer as well as men's soccer.
Great. Now, are you with an organization? If somebody was watching this right now and they have small children at home that want to get them into a soccer team or whatever, is an organization that you could plug?
There's the association that I referee with is National Youth Sports.
Okay.
But there are several great programs that are here, clubs that are here. I'm not attached with any of them, but I also referee state cups and tournaments that come here to Las Vegas. A lot of good teams come from California, Utah, Arizona, Hawaii, outside the country too. And it seems that there's a lot of teams from the Las Vegas area really hold their own and do very well against some of the other tougher teams.
Dave, when you talk about the comparison between the two, between soccer and our traditional football here in America, if you think about it, they're both a very aggressive physical sport.
Sure.
Where our guys wear the helmets and the pads, and there's a lot of physical contact. But I've seen some soccer games too where these guys go head on with each other with no pads, no padding, no protection.
Yeah, the only protection really that we have are shin guards, which are, they just cover the shin, and that's no timeouts in soccer.
Sure.
Whereas in obviously American football, you do your play, and then you sit for 20 seconds and you've got that play clock going off. Not so much in soccer, so it's constant. It's constant on the go.
Sure. I got to ask you because we've been talking football,
Sure.
soccer and football. Who are you picking for the big game on February 6th?
But I like the Packers.
Good.
Sometimes you feel that football teams have their name written on the trophy coming into the season.
Yeah.
You only have to look at the Saints last year.
Sure.
You know, the Steelers are okay, but I like them because they beat the Jets. Obviously, as a Dolphin, I hate the Jets. But I do like the Packers.
Good for you.
I think that they're going to win next week or
Well,
2 weeks.
you know, I'm a Packer fan too, so you and I will get along just great. And
Good.
you heard the freak. I mean, he's a Steeler fan, so I don't know
Yeah.
if he's still in the building or not. But anyway,
That's fine.
Well, Dave, I appreciate you being here. Your knowledge
No
about
problem.
soccer over where you're from in Ireland. I know
Sure.
it's a massive sport that is continuing to grow and gain popularity here in this country.
Sure.
So thank you very much for being here and your expertise on soccer.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me.
And go Packers!
Yeah. Go
All right,
Dolphins.
Dave.
Okay.
Go
Thank you.
Dolphins! Yeah. Let's hope for a better season next year.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, stick around. We're going to be right back from the Sports Lounge, Trop and Jones in beautiful Las Vegas.